Hello one and all, welcome to Seen Through Glass. Now when I fitted the Challenge Stradale exhaust to my 360, I was blown away by the results. It's louder and better sounding than I could ever have imagined. In fact, I think I might have created one of the best sounding cars in the world. But I realised I probably needed somebody else's opinion on that, and in fact, someone very specific, a self-proclaimed exhaust expert. It is, of course, Paul Wallace, Supercars of London. A few years ago, you ruined mine and many people's lives by fitting one of the most aggressive exhaust systems I ever heard onto that stupid Lamborghini Gallardo you owned.
It wasn't stupid.
No, very stupid. and we filmed a reaction video where I was the one reacting to your exhaust.
Yes.
And my ears are still ringing. So today, I plan on getting payback, basically.
Okay. Well, I mean, the Challenge Stradale is one of the best sounding Ferraris in existence. I have very fond memories of hearing one for the first time when I must have been about 15. It nailed it past my house and I was just like, oh my God. And this really is the first supercar I'm gonna hear since lockdown has eased. My expertise has not disappeared during lockdown. I've been tuned into YouTube with headphones in going,
that's a 6 decibel difference. And yes, of course, we are doing things in a COVID-friendly way. Not only are we standing very far apart from each other, but Paul won't be getting into this car. He's instead going to be following in a Focus. But I think that might be the best way to react, because you're going to get the full sound.
It is. No doubt that you get a great experience inside the car, but it's when you're following someone that's when you really hear the car and see it on the road as well.
Okay, right, I think let's do this. Let's go pro up and hit the road so Paul can react to my insane Challenge Stradale exhaust. I'm so excited for this. Over the years, the amount of times Paul has got me out to listen to his incredible exhausts, finally, it's my turn. I really want him to like it. I don't know why, I feel like I need his approval. That seems so weird. When I had the Tubi system, I was like, yeah, I'm not that obsessed with it either, so I don't need you to be, but I'm so pleased with the way this sounds that, yeah, I hope I'm not the only one, if that makes any sense. Now, a little bit of a party piece that you guys know about, but Paul doesn't, is of course the switchable valve. If I go into sport or race mode, the valve does still open up when I hammer it, but I can have it on full time. Now, I'm going to save that for a little bit further down the road, because I want Paul initially to be a bit like, oh, what? Doesn't seem that special. And then, when I get the chance, open it up and hopefully blow him away.
So classic Sam technique. He's in 6th gear already, doing 40 miles an hour. Hey, come and listen to my exhaust. And then he's eking it out, building anticipation.
Okay, first opportunity to give him a little taster. I'm not going to go into race yet, but I am going to hammer the throttle.
There are the valves opening. Oh, so up until about 4,000 RPM, it sounds quite Tubi-esque. It sounds as though he's got an aftermarket exhaust, but it's those valves opening that unleashes the Ferrari bark.
Now I know when we get to this roundabout, it opens up onto a dual carriageway, so let's get a little bit more set up into race mode, and yes, let's turn those valves permanently on. Oh, and then a little underpass. Oh, this is going to be like my first time going through a kind of tunnel.
Oh! Yes, Sam! And it smells of petrol as well! Oh, that's loud! That is loud! It looks so good on the road as well. I think he's going to do a bit of a flyby. He's letting me go ahead. That echoed off the lorry that was driving on the other side of the road. As I accelerated, that sound echoed off that lorry. It sounded as though it was quite a tunnel. Okay, that is a massive, massive transformation in comparison to what it sounded. Oh, he's doing a bit of heel and toe.
This car just sounds so good. Oh, I can't get over it. I can't get over it. And it's really like crack-a-lacking today on the downshifts. There's these bubbles and gargles, these snaps. That's why it's aggressive, like a challenge, not like just a challenge finale.
The stock 360 sings. The tubey 360 sang louder. This is a slightly different tone. Oh!
I can't get over it. It's all I want to do every day. It's literally just do rev range runs. Oh, and the pickup. I know I've gone over this already in a video, but it's my first time back out driving in anger.
I could just see the smile on his face in his little rearview mirror. He is loving it in there, and I'm loving the show from behind. So you can see there, oh, the valve's working, because it goes from being a nice sounding Ferrari to an out and out bark. Look, right now, just sounds like a 360, but a loud 360, and then do you know what? The 360 Challenge Stradale exhaust has an element of 430 Scuderia to it. It's got that tone, low end, and then screams in the high end. So the Challenge Stradale, yeah, sounds better than the Scuderia. Now Sam's fuel bill is going to multiply quite a few times with how he's driving it now. But I mean, I do not blame him at all. It sounds phenomenal. It is one of, if not the best modification that he's done to his car. Any of his cars. And Sam always says, I don't modify my cars. He claims that he keeps them stock, whereas actually, he's worse than me. He modifies his cars more than I do. His 911T, his McLaren 540C, his 360. Oh.
Now, I saw a question the other day on one of my videos saying, why do YouTubers always bang on about exhaust, louder exhaust? I don't think it's just YouTubers. Sound is such an important part of any driving experience. You could be in a 1 litre Fiesta, it doesn't matter. If you can make it sound good, your driving experience is going to be so enriched. And honestly, just the exhaust, but also the EC upgrade has just transformed this car. And I know I talked about it in the reveal video, but don't knock us for always wanting louder cars. Driving as many things as we do, it's just such a key component. It's turning me into a bit of a lunatic. I never used to drive my Ferrari like this. I was always very cautious and careful. But suddenly, since fitting this exhaust, I'm like, I'm crazy! Take me to a Tesco's car park, let me do some donuts!
He is enjoying that car more and more. Oh, it's so good. I think we should get my Lambo and that together. My Lambo needs to get on the road ASAP, but then get it together with that. Because whilst that's good, I still think my Lambo's going to destroy it. If I was going to give this a rating out of 5 flames, as I used to do for the Exhaust Expert, I would give it a solid 4.5. There aren't any flames coming out the exhaust, but it sounds so good.
I don't actually remember how you used to rate exhaust.
I've done it in the car.
Have you?
Yeah.
Okay. So you would have seen that already. We haven't spoken. Well, I just set up the whole camera in the car. I purposely didn't want to ask you your opinion yet until we were recording. So,
I think it's the best modification you've done. What you get with this on idle and before the valves open is a tubey-esque. You know that it's got something fruity, but it's those valves, and when they open, it just barks and just noise comes out of all of the exhaust tips, and it's just... I was amazed that it could sound so similar to a Challenge Stradale in a normal 360.
it's the car has been transformed. Like,
Yeah.
I see this car and I drive it differently.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, it's made me more of a hooligan. I said it in the car. I was like, I'm an absolute monster. What's happened to me?
So I said that your fuel bill probably is times by about 5.
Yes, Aldous, when they were doing the work at AV, said, you know, a lot of the times, you know, they work with the issue for economy and things like that. Obviously, we don't care about fuel economy. And I was like, well, hold on a sec. I do a little bit. Anyway, as you can tell, the wind is picking up. We're in a bit of a dodgy car park here right by a main road, so we probably need to move on before the police come looking for us. But I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I think a very important seal of approval from the exhaust expert himself, and fun for us to finally see each other in the flesh. But from
You're getting a little bit closer over
Yes, so. I think this is 2 meters, I don't know. Anyway, give this video a thumbs up if you have enjoyed it, and make sure you stay subscribed for plenty more exhaust related videos to come.